I'm Dave Mulven. I'm here with Mike Godwin. We're going to be previewing this week's games in the Hackathon Wiffleball League. I'm excited to talk about some of these teams. Now we got to see most of them play. The only team I know nothing about is, actually, didn't Louie give us a name? The PF Flyers.
Yes.
That's the only team I know nothing about. I know a couple players on their team. I think maybe like two.
So, I know a couple. I'm never seen them.
But yeah, we'll just go off with their overall athleticism then when we talk about it. But let's jump right into this. This is week 2. All the teams except for 3 of the teams have played at least one game at this point.
After this week, I think everyone will be playing 2.
Yes.
Because we got a couple teams playing 2 games.
So yeah, make sure you check. Make sure you know if your team only has 1 game or 2 games this week. But let's start off with Tuesday's games tomorrow. We have on Field 1, Kakambas versus Sons of Pitches. Kakambas seems a little nervous about facing Sons of Pitches.
But now, they should, as they should be. They've seen video.
Yeah, but
of the ace.
I don't know why anyone would be scared of facing him. I think lifetime since that first week, I've been dominating you, and I'm not even that good of a wiffle ball hitter.
I haven't even faced you.
Yeah, I mean we've batted around a little bit. And you're lucky I didn't show all those videos. You'd be exposed right now.
Oh man! If I remember the first video we ever created, you had to make sure you told everyone that you stopped playing baseball a long time ago.
Yeah, but I didn't say I stopped playing
and
wiffle
you had to
ball.
tell them I played college baseball.
Yeah, and then later on, I exposed you.
Something else.
And I think you're going to get exposed tomorrow night. You better hope for rain again. You better hope for it.
But you act like I'm the only guy that can pitch him. Like I said last week, Jeff Lawson, he won't put one toe on the mound.
Well, yes, then why are you wasting your time trying to teach him?
That's true. But he's got a lot of work to do. He's got at least 9-10 more weeks of practice.
But how many runs would you have to be up by to get Jeff in there pitching it?
I would say close to the run goal, at least like 10 or so.
10? You think that's even enough?
The way, I've seen him throw over the backside.
Yeah, he struggles with control, on and off the field. Now, Kakambas, they have Justin Cantrell, who's doing it all for them. So we were just talking about Jeff. Justin Cantrell is doing it all for them, pitching all 5 innings, and he hit a home run this past week.
Okay.
Did you get to watch any of his pitching?
I did.
Are you nervous?
Are you trying to make me nervous or something?
I'm just asking.
No, I'm not nervous. I think they're more nervous.
I think they're giving the old acting. Yeah, they're acting like they are, but they're not. They're not really.
They're basically claiming we're the best team in the league already. We haven't even played.
Tommy Chris has already guaranteed me that if he faces you, he's going to hit probably 1 or 2 bombs. And that's because he thinks after the first one your team might pull.
Is he even going to show up?
He showed up at the first game.
Yeah, he told everyone he's not going to be there.
What, this game this week?
This past week. And he ends up
showed up. Yeah. Surprise. Pleasant surprise. All right, who are you taking in this game?
Obviously, I'm taking my team for something pitching.
Bad decision. Kakambas, more experience. They've been practicing every day. I'm going Kakambas with a final score of 5-3.
I'm going Sons of Pitches. Final score 7-1.
Next up, we have Hitmen versus the PF Flyers. You know what? The only thing I can think about here, Mike.
2 teams I haven't seen much of.
Well, the PF Flyers dodged a bullet in week 1 by avoiding their first game being against Wiffin Ain't Easy.
No, they didn't.
They get to face the Hitmen, who, we
We don't know much about each team. Who knows who Dave's going to bring?
Yeah, we know Dave Sadowski and John Moore.
Yeah, that's it.
I know Dave came this past week, and he did a little bit of scouting.
Yeah, but is that really going to help him?
I'm pretty sure he probably got a chance to see how many balls are being thrown and how that could affect the
PF
team.
Flyers are flying under the radar right now. We literally haven't seen one person on their team play.
You think that's strategy?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because, there's one thing we do know about Lou, is he's very strategic.
Very strategic. He can put a good team together, too.
He's been part of part of one of our better franchises in Delaware,
Right.
in the adult basketball league. So we know Lou knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Who you going with though?
I'm going with the PF Flyers. This is going to be a high scoring game. It's going to be 12-9.
Think high scoring, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hitmen.
And just taking whatever pick I don't take.
No, I'm going with who I think's gonna win. I think you're just kind of drawing names out of a hat over there. I don't know what you're doing. Your picks make no sense at all. You're saying you haven't seen either team's play, but you think it's gonna be high scoring?
Go ahead and
You think it's gonna be high
justify
scoring?
your pick.
It's gonna be 12-9, but I haven't seen any one of those guys pick up a Wiffleball bat before. This is gonna be a low scoring affair.
You haven't seen Eddie even pitch either.
We're talking 5-3 in favor of the Hitmen. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of hits.
I don't have much more to say to you.
I mean, the Hitmen, depending on what we see this week, I might just tell them to drop the hit and just go just the men.
The men. But if it's high scoring, they can, like I predicted, they can still be the Hitmen, but they'll have an L.
Field 2 is in the pitcher's park, though.
Obviously, that didn't show this past weekend. We had like 7 home runs.
True. All right, let's move to Wednesday. Wednesday, we have Whiffin Ain't Easy going against Breaking Balls. Both teams undefeated.
The battle of the 1-0s.
The only 2 1-0 teams in this league right now.
What does that mean?
It means they're the only 2 1-0 teams.
I know, but why would
one
you
team
say
will have a
so?
loss after one team will have a loss after this, and one team will go 2-0.
Who cares?
I mean, I care.
I don't believe in any of these teams. I'm not sold on either of these teams. I'm just not.
You're telling me when you were over there doing stats for Whiffin Ain't Easy's game, you were trying to find the run buttons all over the place in that first inning. You weren't sold. You probably couldn't get your head out of the iPad, so you didn't even see what was going on.
I saw everything, and I'm not impressed. What about that? Except with Jeff Walters. He single-handedly helped you guys win.
Yeah, he single-handedly helped. I single-handedly helped.
If you don't have Jeff Walters in that game, it's a totally different ball game.
All right, Jeff could be. You know what? We're the type of team where one week Jeff's gonna be perfect on the game. Another week,
No, you're not the type of
Karan
team.
may be perfect.
No.
Maybe Dan Souths will have his week.
Nope.
If we have 7 games in this season, every single person on our team is gonna have their week. That I guarantee.
Sorry.
And just imagine if 2 people
Just not gonna
have a
happen.
week, their same
It's
week.
just not going to happen.
Just imagine.
It's just not gonna
2
happen.
people have their week in the same week. Man. How many innings do you think we have to use the run rule against breaking balls?
0. You guys will never use the run rule again this whole season. Seriously.
Yeah, you want to make a bet on that?
Yeah.
I'll bet we end up using the run rule again.
I bet you don't. It's on.
All right, who you taking?
I don't even know. I'm going to go with an extra innings affair here.
Come on.
Breaking Balls is going to win 1-0 in 7 innings. 1-0 in 7 innings.
You are so disrespectful to the biggest offensive juggernaut the Hackadell Wiffleball League has ever seen, and that is Whiffin Ain't Easy. 14 runs in game 1. Do you think Breaking Balls is...
Nah.
Breaking Balls is probably sitting here like, man, Mike doesn't know what he's talking about. Do you know anything about these Whiffin Ain't Easy players? They put up 14 the first game. You think we're going to put up a goose egg in
No,
week
they're
2?
probably like, you know what? Mike's right. We stink. Whiffin Ain't Easy stinks. It's just going to
We
be
stink. Oh,
1-0, 7 innings.
All right, Whiffin Ain't Easy is going to take this one 8-3. And what I like to call an easy game.
Whatever,
An
dude.
easy win for Whiffin Ain't Easy.
So you just, these are the 2 undefeated teams, and you think you're going to just go out and manhandle them 8-3? You're saying your team's that far ahead of every other team in this league?
Yes. I wish we had you guys. We'd probably shut you guys out like 9-0.
That's one of the stupid.
Probably shut you guys out 9-0. You were ERA. Your team would probably kick you off the end. They'd be like, hey, Mike, why don't you just hang out and just do stats the whole time?
My ERA might be 0 by the end of the year.
You don't want to pitch against Whiffin Ain't Easy.
I actually do, to be honest with you.
All right, let's move to
I
Thursday.
hope you leave.
Up, we have the PF Flyers versus Reservoir Dogs. Now, you haven't seen the PF Flyers. You have seen Reservoir Dogs. So, does that sway you in any direction?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the PF Flyers. It swayed me to the team I haven't seen yet.
So you're saying you've seen enough out
I've
of
seen
Reservoir
enough.
Dogs
I've
to
seen
now?
enough. Yep. 2 hits, 3 runs. I mean,
I'm going with Reservoir Dogs in this one. The reason is,
that's a pity pick. Just because you beat them 14-3, now you want to pick them.
no, they went against probably the biggest offensive juggernaut that
How many times are you
we've ever
say that
seen.
in one video?
When you put up 14 runs,
Smith.
when you put up 14 runs, you can say that. Do you think PF Flyers are going to put up 14 runs? No, they won't.
They might. I've never seen them.
I'm just telling you for a fact that they won't.
Anyone can put up 14 runs.
Don't make it sound like it's
They
easy.
touched the plate 14 times.
It doesn't happen in wiffleball. The other game that we had last week was 7-6, and I felt like that was high scoring for those teams. But yeah, I'm going Reservoir Dogs this one. I think Dan Berlin's going to have his second home run of the season
Yeah?
to lead all home
How
run
many
hitters.
strikeouts go with it?
Probably the other like 4 or 5 at bats.
Okay.
1 home run, 4 or 5 strikeouts. He swings for the fences every time.
So what's the final score going to be?
I'm going to go final score, Reservoir Dogs, 5. PF Flyers,
So you got
3.
So you got how many? You said 5 free play.
All of them so far. Except for Wiffleball. game.
So you got Dan Berlin going 1 for 7 with a 5-run homer.
No, I think other people get involved. You know what? Simon might go deep this game, too.
She's due.
She's due. She was making
Due for
some
one.
solid contact for
She's due for 1.
And I mean, if our pitching probably wasn't as good as it was, she might have took one out on us.
And even if she does take one out, she's just going to stand at the plate.
Get in the way.
Yeah, get in the way.
All right, our final game of next week, we have
This week.
this week. Sons, they don't know when they did this video. Sons of Pitches versus Hitman. I know who's going to win this game.
Who? Please tell me.
I think Sons of Pitches are going to win this one.
There it is.
I think Sons of
Finally turned
Pitches,
the corner.
because I think after their week,
It only took
I think
me
after their
10 minutes to get
So
started.
hear me out first. I think after their first game debacle, when they lose to Cacambas, I think they realize they have to get Mike Godwin off the mound. And they'll probably put Kyle Hitchens in. I think Kyle's probably got a lot more
Kyle
offense.
Hitchens is on the verge of getting cut from this team.
See,
We haven't even played a game
is he
yet.
going to miss week 2?
Probably.
You probably want to cut him because he's probably the only real threat to your pitching man.
No. Like I said, he's got a million grips, but
You said he's been showing you all these grips.
showing all these grips and stuff, like holding the ball. I don't know what he was doing, but
Well, he's got to get on the mound
Doesn't mean you
to
get
show
those
off the
strikes.
grips a little bit.
no. Not if I'm dealing like I intend to.
I was talking to Dave Sadowski the other day. I may or may not be making up this conversation.
You probably are.
But he said that he's probably, if you pitch against him, he's probably going to hit a home run on both sides of the plate. He said he's going to hit one first, he's going to go right-handed, and then he's going to go left-handed.
If I remember correctly, this is a real conversation that actually happened. During our scrimmage, when I was on Dave's team, he asked me if I was on a team yet. That's how bad he wanted me on his team.
No, that might have been like he thought maybe no team really wanted you.
No. He saw me. It was after that first inning I pitched.
That was probably the best inning of your life, and you'll probably never be able to repeat it.
I plan on repeating it 5 times. Actually, 10 times this week. 2 complete games, 2 shutouts.
After the first week, your team's going to say, Mike, you can't pitch anymore. You're gonna be pitching. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week.
That's it.
Anything from you?
Nothing for me.
Some big games coming up this week. We will see everyone Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got it.
All right.